Blackstone Publishing presents On the Shores of Titan's Farthest Sea, a scientific novel by Michael Carroll. This book is read by Lauren Ezzo. It is the dark thread that runs through every seafaring culture. The Homeric poetry of the archaic period of Greek history is the first to speak specifically of the practice, but even the Minoans, whose seagoing fleet was unmatched in the ancient world, suffered at the hands of coastal marauders. Wherever the elements of humanity, travel, and commerce combine, there has always been, and will always be, piracy. Alexander T. Grote, Of Seas and Men, Volume 2. Part 1. The Novel. Chapter 1. Encounter. The dawn struggled to claw its way through the orange gloom, with little success. Even on the brightest of Titan's days, dawn hung on tenaciously until mid-morning. Sometimes you could see a faint glow from Saturn, beyond the mist and always amorphous. But not today. Not in this soup. It was all so ironic. It had only been a few years since Kevin Nordsmith had taken the job in San Diego to get away from those lousy Washington, D.C. winters with all that ice. Now he was living on an ice ball. And cold. The nation's capital had nothing to compare. Just my luck ending up at a place like this, he thought, as the sweat trickled from his forehead into his left eye. Nordsmith had been slogging his way across methane bogs all morning, taking care to miss the subtle hollows filled with quicksand. The hike to the cave was not an easy one, and the methane drizzle only added to the challenge. But he had to get up there. He had suspected that he wasn't alone, and now that he knew it, the cave might be his only chance. A dark entrance stood at the top of a steep hill, gaping like a monster's maw. Scrambling up the loose scree, Nordsmith tried to concentrate on where he was going, not on what he knew he shouldn't have seen. He lunged into what he hoped was the safety of the cave, but as he turned around, he saw that they were out there, on the plain below, and they'd seen where he was headed. He twisted back into the darkness, beaming his flashlight only sporadically, still hoping to lose them in the cavern. The walls were smooth. If he didn't know better, he could convince himself that the place was made of stone. But the ground...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?